the show file that I've been building for our summer youth camp, and I just wanted to show you a quick rundown of the effects generator I built. These are all supposed to be ACL 360s by Elation, and yeah, let's get into it. So right now, if I run it, this guy right here, you can see it's starting to go. We are running a sine wave through -360. And down here you can see if I just click on any of these, you'll see the sine wave, the sine wave change to a different wave type. So we have sine, ramp, snap, inverted ramp, and then back to sine. And then if we look in this executor line, you can see we have the -360 through 360, then 180, positive 180, and then the other one was -180, -90, and 90. Then last but not least, we have a kind of shuffle. And then if we go back to -360, it'll ask, do I want to keep the shuffle or no? I don't want to keep it, so there's probably a faster way to do that to where it just picks the shuffle, but haven't added that in yet. So yeah, you can see that's kind of choosing our phase, and then right here we can choose how many groups we want to do. So whether that's 2, 3, 4, 6, or I think this is actually, 6, because we have all 6 of these guys right here. And then 28 because per line right here is 28 cells. I need that for something. I can't remember what right now, but yeah. But yeah, back to 0, and then here you can see our cells. Oh, it's not 28. No, it is 28. I'm tweaking. Sorry. You can do blocks of 7, blocks of 14, blocks of 21, and then blocks of 28, or 0, obviously. But the reason I have the blocks is because each fixture has 7 cells on it, and then if we do 7, 14, 21, and then 28, this is all built through recipes, so those are easily interchangeable. If you want to change your recipe or add a new one in there, I can show you guys how to do that here in a second. But right here is our wings section, so you can do wings of 2, which will do more like an outside look or fanning out. But then if you were to switch your phase, it would do more of a coming in type of look with those wings, which is pretty cool in my opinion. But yeah, you can do wings of 2, 6, 12, or 24. The cool thing about the 24 is they're coming straight down. If I were to switch this to like a regular layout view, you could see what in the world, that they're actually like the actual direction of the ACLs are going in. Can I zoom out, question mark? All right, whatever. Yeah, so if we were to do like wings of, I passed it. Yeah, 12 is pretty trippy. 24, and then like say groups of, 28. You can see they're kind of going straight down or up. You can see like flowing up. And if we do a positive 360, it's kind of going in a downward motion. But yeah, so that's kind of like, those are the main toggles of it, and like selections, and how you would kind of change what you're wanting to the direction you're wanting your effect to go in, or your group or your blocks or your wing selection. So it's kind of like a mini matrix in one, just a little Q stack here. But behind all of it is just a bunch of different command lines. These are wave presets, so if I go to my effects here, you can see, of course, in my position effects, I have my dimmer effects. These should all be moved over here. It's bad organization on my end, but this is kind of our placeholder right here. And what that cue is telling, writing in our command is copy preset 21.27 at 21.18. So what that looks like is copying preset 21.27 at 18. So we're popping those different waveforms into our placeholder there. So if I were to, say, select this guy, I can show you kind of in real time. If you watch here, you can see it's changing to those different waveforms. Pretty much the same thing goes with these guys here, except I am changing the recipe of that effect. So you can see if we pop right into this effects gen, I'm changing these guys, and so the command line for that is really just setting preset 22.71. So this is your preset pool. The 7 is which effect it is, and it's effect number 7, and then line 1 of your recipe. So I'm changing the phase to -360, as well as the other cues is just -180, -90. For the shuffle, there's a little bit more in that command line, just because I'm wanting to change it to a shuffle of 9, phase from -360, then phase to +360. So that's kind of the shuffle look for that. For groups, same thing. A lot easier of a syntax is just straight through group at 168, group 6, whatever, and just label them here. So that's that. Same thing with wings, 0, bum, 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 bum. Pretty easy. So yeah, all I'm really doing is just rewriting the recipe of that command line, as we saw in here. And yep, that's really it. Set it to go live, and yeah, you can make all the changes you need to. So that was my way of building this generator. Hopefully you guys can pull some tips or tricks from this and learn something and build your own things. Yeah, I'll show you guys the actual layouts whenever we actually have the event, and I can post some pictures from that. But yep, that's the effect generator.